Have you ever walked through an ancient forest, feeling the cool air and the hush of leaves underfoot, and paused to wonder what secrets lie above you? When you look up at the towering trees, you're not just seeing trunks and branches, you're glimpsing the gateway to another world. High in the canopy, a secret world thrives, plants living far above the forest floor, suspended in the sunlight and mist. These are epiphytes, plants that turn tree branches into sky gardens, never touching the ground, yet flourishing in the open air. Each branch can host a universe, orchids unfurling delicate petals, ferns cascading down in green waterfalls, moss blanketing bark in a soft living carpet. These aren't just decorations, they're vibrant, living communities, each uniquely adapted to life in the air, drawing moisture from rain and fog. Epiphytes anchor themselves to bark, braving wind and rain, creating a vertical landscape with its own rules and its own delicate balance. This world is alive with activity. Insects crawl across leaves, pollinators dart between flowers, and tiny creatures find shelter in the tangled roots. Frogs lay eggs in water-filled leaves, birds sip nectar from vibrant blooms, and even small mammals may visit these aerial gardens. Epiphytes are more than plants. They're homes, food sources, and shelter for countless creatures, forming a web of life high above the ground. They're keystones in the architecture of the forest canopy, shaping the very structure and diversity of these ancient woodlands. To understand them is to glimpse the soul of the forest, to see how life connects and flourishes in unexpected places. So let's climb into the canopy with our imagination, rising through layers of green, and discover these tree-dwelling wonders together. The adventure begins above our heads, where every branch holds a story waiting to be told. Welcome to the hidden world of epiphytes, a realm of beauty, resilience, and endless discovery. What exactly is an epiphyte? You might have seen them before, clinging to tree branches high above the ground. But what makes these plants so unique? The name says it all. Epi means upon and phyton means plant. So an epiphyte is literally a plant that lives upon another plant. An epiphyte is a plant that grows on another plant, usually a tree, but isn't a parasite. It doesn't harm its host or take anything away from it. Instead, it uses its host for support, anchoring itself to branches or trunks, but not stealing nutrients or water from the tree. Imagine renting an apartment in a skyscraper. You live there, but you don't damage the building or take anything from your landlord. That's how epiphytes operate in the forest. The forest floor is crowded and dark, filled with competition for light and space. So, epiphytes rise above, claiming the sunlit canopy where they can thrive. This is a brilliant evolutionary move, escaping the shadows to photosynthesize more efficiently. By living high up, they get more sunlight and avoid many ground-dwelling threats. Epiphytes are self-sufficient. They gather their own water from rain, mist, or even dew, and absorb nutrients from dust and decaying leaves that collect around them. All this happens while they're perched high above the ground. They're tenants, not burglars. Unlike parasites, epiphytes coexist peacefully with their hosts. Both the tree and the epiphyte can thrive together, each playing a role in the ecosystem. Epiphytes also provide shelter and food for countless creatures, from tiny insects to colorful birds, making them vital to the forest's biodiversity. The next time you see a burst of green on a tree branch, you're likely looking at an epiphyte, a true pioneer of the canopy, adapting to life above the forest floor. They're not part of the tree, nor are they intruders. They simply share the same space, each with their own way of life. They're independent adventurers, thriving in the vertical world, making the most of every opportunity the forest provides. Epiphytes show us how life adapts to every corner of our planet, from steamy rainforests to misty cloud forests, and even urban parks. They're masters of living upon another without causing harm, demonstrating a unique balance between independence and community. That's the essence of an epiphyte, a remarkable plant, perfectly adapted to life above the ground and a testament to nature's ingenuity. The world of epiphytes is a gallery of botanical marvels. Orchids are perhaps the most famous, clinging to bark with spongy roots, displaying intricate flowers designed to attract pollinators. Ferns, like the staghorn, create dramatic living sculptures, their fronds forming shields and antler-like shapes. Bromeliads, especially in the Americas, form rosettes that collect rainwater and debris, creating tiny aquatic ecosystems for frogs and insects. Mosses and lichens, though less showy, are foundational, forming absorbent carpets that regulate humidity and provide seed beds for other epiphytes. Each group brings unique adaptations to the canopy, from water-holding tanks to velvety mats. These plants transform tree branches into vibrant, layered gardens. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, each in their own spectacular way. Epiphytes are the architects of the canopy's beauty and complexity. Their diversity is a testament to nature's creativity. The canopy is their canvas. Epiphytes thrive in specific addresses, mainly tropical rainforests and cloud forests, where the conditions are just right for their unique way of life. These plants don't root in soil, but instead make their homes high above the ground, perched on the branches and trunks of trees. Picture the Amazon or misty mountain forests, places that are warm, humid and full of rain. The air is thick with moisture, and sunlight filters through layers of green, creating a perfect environment for epiphytes to flourish. Here, tree branches become endless apartments for epiphytes, creating a thick green mantle that drapes over the forest. Each branch is like a bustling neighborhood, teeming with plant life. Cloud forests, shrouded in mist, are especially rich in epiphytes. Mosses, ferns and orchids thrive in the constant moisture. The fog acts like a gentle rain, nourishing these plants day and night. Some epiphytes even survive in drier places like Spanish moss in the southern US, using tiny scales to trap moisture from the air. Others adapt to seasonal droughts, cleverly storing water in their leaves or roots. The exact spot on a tree matters. Some epiphytes prefer shady trunks where it's cool and damp, while others seek out sun-drenched branches high in the canopy, basking in the light. Bark texture is key. Rough bark offers better anchorage, allowing roots to grip tightly. Smooth bark, on the other hand, can make it harder for epiphytes to settle in. A single tree can host a mosaic of microhabitats, each with its own epiphyte community. From the base to the highest branches, different species find their perfect niche. The result is a complex, tiered society on every living skyscraper, with layers of plants stacked one above the other, each adapted to its own tiny world. Epiphytes turn trees into vertical cities, transforming forests into living, breathing gardens that reach for the sky. Their homes are as varied as their forms, from tiny mosses to flamboyant orchids, each adding to the diversity of the forest. The canopy is a world of endless possibilities, a vibrant ecosystem where epiphytes create new habitats and help shape the life of the forest above the ground. How do epiphytes survive without soil? Ingenuity. Rain is their main water source. Leaves and roots are shaped to catch and absorb every drop. Orchids have velamen, a spongy root layer that soaks up moisture fast. Nutrients come from falling leaves, bird droppings, dead insects, and dust, collected in leaf crevices or root mats. Bromeliads and ferns create their own compost piles, trapping debris for slow-release nutrients. Some epiphytes partner with ants, trading shelter for fertilizer. Every part of the plant is designed to harvest the sky's resources. Epiphytes are not passive, they're active foragers in the air. Their survival is a masterclass in efficiency. They make a living from thin air. Many think plants growing on trees must be harming them, but epiphytes are harmless guests, not parasites. Parasites like mistletoe invade and steal from their hosts. Epiphytes simply anchor to the bark. Their roots grip the surface, never penetrating living tissue. Epiphytes make their own food and gather their own water. The tree is just a perch, a landlord, not a victim. This relationship is called commensalism. One benefits, the other is unaffected. Only in rare cases, if epiphytes become extremely dense, might they weigh down a branch or block some light, but usually it's peaceful coexistence. Epiphytes bring their own food to the party, asking only for a place to sit. They're the quiet tenants of the canopy. The forest thrives on these gentle partnerships. Living without soil is a bold move, but epiphytes have evolved remarkable adaptations. Their roots are tough and wiry, gluing them to bark like climbing ropes. Many have thick waxy leaves to conserve water, and some use CAM photosynthesis, opening pores at night to save moisture. Nutrient scavenging is key. Sprawling roots trap falling debris, which decomposes into a private nutrient supply. Air plants have scales, bromeliads have tanks, and orchids have spongy roots, all for absorbing water and nutrients from rain and dust. Every adaptation is fine-tuned for canopy life. Epiphytes aren't just plants on trees, they're specialists, engineered for survival in the sky. Their biology is a testament to natural selection's power. They've reimagined what it means to be a plant. For epiphytes, life without soil is freedom. They are the ultimate aerial pioneers. Adaptation is their superpower. Epiphytes are ecological powerhouses, not just pretty faces. A tree full of epiphytes is an ecosystem, providing homes, food and shelter for countless animals. Their root mats and water tanks create habitats for insects, frogs and more. Epiphytes act as sponges, absorbing rain and releasing it slowly, maintaining humidity and preventing soil erosion. They capture nutrients from the air, and when they die, these nutrients feed the forest. In nutrient-poor places, this can be vital for the host tree. Birds and insects visit epiphyte flowers for nectar, pollinating them. Some animals depend entirely on epiphyte pools for breeding. Without epiphytes, many species would vanish. They are the architects and caretakers of the canopy. Epiphytes are a cornerstone of forest life. As we leave the canopy, we're left in awe of epiphytes' quiet ingenuity. These plants abandon the ground to create vibrant gardens in the sky. From orchids to mosses, each tells a story of survival and adaptation. Epiphytes prove that soil isn't essential for life, just creativity and resilience. Their peaceful coexistence with host trees is a model for nature's harmony. They regulate moisture, cycle nutrients, and support a web of animal life. A forest without epiphytes would lose much of its richness and beauty. Next time you see old trees, look up. See the high-rise homes of these remarkable survivors. Epiphytes are nature's lesson in innovation and resilience. In their elevated world, they remind us of the marvel of life on Earth.